I just came back from fluffing my pillow, and yes, baby dolls, do I have a nice episode here for you. You're going to learn about something today. The code means nothing. It's all about the community. Look at Mr. Silvertooth. Beautiful, sweet Mr. Silvertooth. You see, the code is important, of course, because the community's got to rally around something, but the community is most important. You can see this with the cults. Chainlink's technology is infinitely better than XRP, but the XRP army has been growing since 2013. The XRP army wants to defend Ripple until the very end, and that's why they're bigger. Now, I'm holding Link until it flips XRP and beyond. Many people think that Link should flip ETH or Bitcoin. We'll talk about that in another episode, but the cult is super important. The cult rallies behind the code. They help each other out. They are there when the prices are down. If you don't have a cult, you got nothing. Litecoin, don't say that too loud. My neighbor might hear it. He's holding Litecoin. There is no cult. Charlie Lee abandoned them. Okay. Now, there's something about a cult you got to understand. A cult cannot turn on its leader or it's literally game over. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget that. Many people make this mistake, friends, because there are people within certain communities who will come and criticize the leader and the founder and then get shocked when people look at them and turn a blind eye to their criticism but call them stupid and hate them. How can you be shocked? You're going into a temple and you're telling everybody they're worshipping a false god. What do you expect? You're going to the beehive and telling everybody that the queen's a bit transgender. The queen actually a queen, it's a king. You can't do that, friends. It won't work. We're humans, man. It's tribal. Bitcoin puts Satoshi Nakamoto, God status. Don't you dare go in there and try to step on Satoshi. No chance. You try to change the code, oh, it's over. Go to the Bitcoin community and try to have a conversation with them about 21 million Bitcoin and increasing it to pay miners. No, we can't do that. You know, I'm not here to mock it. That's good. You don't want that. What about Ethereum and Vitalik? Now, Ethereum people they're the biggest fence sitters in the world. They're neutral, independent when it comes to public stuff like that. But they're too neutral and independent for their own good. They're too scared to show a bias. Okay, so they don't just say you're a poopy head. You know me, friends. That's why you like, subscribe, belly button, or I'll give you the truth, man. If someone's a poopy head, I'll tell you they're a poopy head. Or worse, if somebody's a dingleberry with a hunchback, I'll tell you that. I don't care. I'll call them out. Ethereum people don't. They're like Vitalik. They'll do a very neutered response. And then, look, friends, Vitalik made an article titled "In Defense of Bitcoin Maximalism." You don't believe me, do you? Look at this. 1st of April, 22nd, 2022. In defense of Bitcoin maximalism on Vitalik's poll. Isn't that wild? In defense of the other team? That's how neutral they are. But it's still a cult. It's still got the embodiment of the personalities of this. Okay, see that? It's wild. You went and cheered for the other team. Interesting. Cardano, Charles Hoskinson. 100%. You can't agree. You have to agree. Charles is God there. They say Cardano is the most decentralized blockchain in the world. I hear that from them. But then I also hear from PulseChain that we say we're the most decentralized. And then I hear from Bitcoin, they're the most decentralized. And Ethereum. It doesn't really matter. I enjoy everybody claiming the status. Just do it. Who cares? I want to see you be loud for your team. I enjoy that. Of course, HEX and Richard Heart. Now, there are some community members, they will try to tell you, well, Richard contradicted this and they did that and they did whatever. Yeah, what do you expect, friends? Well, if I say this, I know I'm getting all the hate. I'm not going to be surprised, right? But I don't even say this because there's two sides, man. So, friends, if Richard does something or says something, I never say, oh, that's bad, that's this or that. No. I say, this is part of the package. You want a cult? You want to go 100% all in? You want no diversification? You want a chance at winning? Okay, you got to take over. How do you take over? You can't just take over physically. You have to take over mentally. All of these cults are doing just that. Every single one. They have their full embodiment of the culture. Especially true in HEX, PulseChain, PulseX. Everyone's a Richard Heart coin maxi. Many people said, well, Richard said you only need one coin back in 2019 and 2020. Now there's multiple coins. You remember that argument? Yes. That was before we lost all our money. Now we've actually got to adapt to the future. There's more coins. He can see the future, man. Richard knows. He's like Elon Musk, man. By the way, all of these people can see. All these people have visions, literally visions of the future. All right, all of them. So Richard Heart, he knows. Okay, well, we're probably going to need more coins. Why? Because multiple coins exist with value. All right, but they're not all part of the same ecosystem. That's the advantage here. It's by the same founder. I want to ask you something, friends. Would you buy into Vitalik's DEX if Vitalik made a DEX? Would you? What about if Vitalik made a store of value? What if he had Ethereum as a gas coin? Now he's going to make a staking store of value. And he made a DEX as well. And I gave you the chance to get in. You're all in. You're all in. And you already know it's going to have hundreds of billions of dollars of value. What if Satoshi made a DEX? What if they found Satoshi's secret log computer and then they found his DEX? Maybe he made a DEX to deploy on Bitcoin somehow. Found the way to do it. You'd go all in. You see? All these things make sense now. HEX and Richard Heart, it just has a different, unique advantage. He can do multiple coins. That's why he put the buy and burn in PulseX. That's why it's there. Every day you tick up, the buy and burn in PulseX is working and it's all liquidity bonded with everything. Why do you think he spoke about Hart's law so much? He kept saying liquidity bonding. Why do you keep saying you got your Pulse, your PulseX, right? And your HEX. Both of them, okay? So both of them. Why do you think he kept talking about all the liquidity bonding? It's because he knows if you extend this out for 4, 5, 10 years, the buy and burn in PulseX is going to lift all boats. That's why. And it's all under one ecosystem. Same founder, same logo scheme. There's no other teams. They don't have to be updated. They can be updated. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek, but you get the point. He doesn't need all of that. That's where he's coming from. Okay, so that's the advantage when it comes to this. But they're all cults. They all have their own unique advantages, right? Now, Chainlink was made by Satoshi Nakamoto. Obviously, this is a joke, friends. So most people don't know there's a deep lore that Sergey is actually Satoshi Nakamoto. Look, the evidence is good, but it's not 100% because Sergey would have been too young. He would have been like 16 years old or something making Bitcoin. So it was definitely not him. But it's just very interesting. They found one of Satoshi's VPNs that he used and they tracked it to some Russian, I think Russian server. And Sergey was actually using it when he was like 16 years old. He was on holiday. And how they found out was Sergey's mum left a comment review on the hotel that they stayed at like, I think it was like Estonia. I forgot what, some country. They stayed at a hotel and his mum, same name. She posted under her first name. Forgot her name was. Maybe like Olga or something. She posted under the first name and it was posted from the same location and he has a picture of him touring on a boat in the same location. It's crazy, the coincidences. But Doesn't really matter. The law. That's what you need. The law, the story, the miracles out there, friends. We have this in the Bible and stuff, you know. Now, when does it all go to poop? It all goes to poop when the crowd turns on you. Look what happened to Luna. The Luna crowd turned on Do Kwon. Too many people turned on him. They felt betrayed. So its power is fading. I hope there's some sort of resurrection there. Boy, would that be a freaking story if he does that. But it's hard, man. It's network effects because it's open source. That's the problem, friends. If you're in Luna, well, you're looking at the Chainlink cult and the PulseChain ecosystem cult with Richard Heart. And even looking at Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin. You see, the betrayal has not happened over there. They've never been betrayed. But these people have. They have been betrayed. When you have that type of betrayal, it's hard to come by. That's actually when the coins don't recover. All right? You've learned a lot today, friends. There is something going on here with the cult. I've already what are you doing, bro? Satoshi is not the founder of Chainlink. Yes, he is. Get with the times. Look. Code is important, but code can be copied. They're simply instructions. So you need people who are bonded in a network. A cult, a guild, a family, friends, because it's harder to separate them. And you know who knows this? The market. The market's already given good prices to things with higher number of people. The market doesn't care in 2022 that Chainlink had better technology than XRP. The market knew that XRP just has more people. That's it. We don't care where your technology is. You got more people, you're bigger. You've got more scope out there, that's it, you're bigger. Now, I hope it changes in the future, but it kind of shows you, friends, you got to have some respect. When you see big numbers, that's the whole game. But is that the game? No, it's not. The game is to get in when there's small numbers, anticipating when there's big numbers. That's actually the game of speculation. That's why we're all here. Buying low, selling high, buying the depression, selling the euphoria. Till mum and dad, we do love and appreciate them. I'll catch you very soon, friends.